Alright, how's it going? It's November 28th, 7:28 in the morning. I just smoked the last of my weed because, I just smoked the last of my weed, I guess, day before yesterday. Yeah, I smoked the stalk on the top and then cut off the little flowers on the side. I was gonna try to let them grow, but I was like, this is ridiculous, smoke it. Yeah, and it cut me high. And then I scraped the pipe, had a bunch of goo from my own plant, and I smoked that. But then yesterday, my mom wanted me to come over. I called her. I went to the gym twice, and I went to her house in between, because I went to the gym. And, like, I came back here because, was that yesterday? Day before yesterday, I cleaned the place for the first time in like a month. I let this place get like more nasty than like I've ever let it get. I don't know, maybe the weed has a certain effect on me. Like the weed, I mean, I grew it in my place. Or because I just like can't smoke weed anymore. But yeah, or the COVID. Because my mom says that, like, she heard that this year's COVID, like, makes people brain dead. And she says she feels foggy-headed, so. But, man, what was I saying? So I just called her to see if she wanted help with anything. I like taking advantage of my car. I haven't had a car for very long, you know. My mom got a Nissan Leaf for $9 a month. I guess now they're leasing them for like $279 a month. So she got lucky when they were like basically giving them away, and then all she had to do is pay $2,000, and she gets 20,000 miles, you know, and they like take care of it and everything. So that's pretty cool. So it kind of gives us an incentive to drive everywhere, but. She gave me her car, a 2003 Mazda Protege, and yeah, and she lives only like a mile away or something, so I think like a kilometer away directly, so it's fun to go over there. I just got the car fixed, the front left tire patch fixed. They didn't even charge me right across the street. So I can drive it all the time without worrying about like it going flat. So anyway, yeah, I went over there and she wanted me to clean her weed, and I was like, clean weed, and it was this plant that I gave her. Cause I gave her 2 plants, and I guess she made a bunch of butter with one of them, and she hasn't done it with the other one. So yeah, she put out a big white plastic bag, and on top of the table, and I guess I snipped all the little buds off of the plant that I gave her. So I grabbed 2 nuggets from it, and I smoked it like as much as I could yesterday, and then I smoked the rest of it this morning. I should have maybe left more for myself this morning, but I just smoked all of it, and I don't have anything I can scrape out of the pipe. So I guess I'm this baked as like for the last time, supposedly, because if I'm gonna keep smoking weed, it's trippy to think that the bakedness that I'm at right now, dude. I should just I'm not gonna try and do fucking anything, because if this is the last time I smoke weed, I'm just gonna hang out and be baked, dude. My birds are like acting really interestingly as of late too. More like they're more active. I don't know where's the 4th one, but like my birds, yeah, they can't stay still. Number 1, like look, there's 3 of them. I don't know where the 4th one is. He's probably walking around, but they're always moving. Like he's gonna jump back and forth. Yeah, see, just constantly, and you know, but now they're starting to like where they fly everywhere, you know. Like, they're gonna probably fly from the top of that tire over to the cage, and like by the end of this video. And if they do it, there's a chance they'll come fly by me. So now they're doing flybys all the time, and I'm way over here on the other side of the room, and so they like to fly back and forth between the tire and the cage. Oh, there he is. He's eating. And when they fly, they like to fly between the ceiling and the top of that. I call it the branch because this is like my tree. But they can fly like between the top of my ceiling and that branch, that little hole, without even slowing down. They just fly right through it. And but oh look, and there's my little hamster, dude, and he's starting to come back and forth all the damn time. Every day, multiple times a day. Yeah. Like how you would go to the bathroom or go to the kitchen or something. He's always popping in there. There's his big cage, and that's he goes there to drink. He drinks from his little water fountain. I have a really big vertical, and then I have food. I guess he likes to collect food, and then or maybe he likes to gold mine food, and then there's some more fresh water there, and a place for him to run around and explore. He'll pop out there in like a second if I keep filming this. But oh, there he is. No, he's coming back. Maybe he got scared of the birds or something. But he lives in that thing. Yeah. So anyways, and then if I keep talking, like my two ferrets will pop out, and then they'll jump on me. And so anyways, I've been for the last couple months. I don't know. It's been, yeah. I've been basically kind of like I've been trying to get back in shape and doing some exercise, but I've been kind of like a couch potato. And because I got sick, and so I've been living in here, and it's like I'm living in oh man, forgot to turn that light on. I'm living in wildlife, and the wildlife that I'm living with is getting more aggressive. They're getting more at home. You know, like all of them, like my birds especially. Yeah, like instead of flying back and forth, like he just flew across, like they come by and they fly right over me, and like even like just a couple feet, and one of them crashed into my head once as I was walking. Like his claws actually scratched my head. It flew past me. But now they're hanging out up there. Like I hang out here, like when I'm watching TV and fucking around on my computer. I sit here, and then like up there, the birds hang out all over that, like in the inside of it, on the top part of it, and then they poop on me. I've been pooped on like a bunch of times. In my hair, I felt it a couple times, and then like on my arm a couple times, and next to me a bunch of times, and then they bite the ceiling. They're starting to bite the popcorn ceiling up there, and it falls down on my head and around me all the time. And they completely destroyed that plane. I had a remote control plane that was fun. It was only like $60, but I can't fly it anymore. I was gonna put it away, but it was too late, and then they just continued, and now it's like almost disintegrated. And I'm like, oh fuck it, I guess I'll just leave it. I don't know. Yeah, they just wanted to bite it apart. But it took them a while to do it. Like that plane has been there a couple years, and it was fine. Then like a couple weeks ago, all of a sudden, they went crazy, and yeah, they created a pile of foam below it, and that's too bad. I wanted to fly that again, but I guess I don't have the time, so whatever. It'll be more fun to fly my helicopter. I had a helicopter in here, and one of those little ones, and but then the battery died after I played it just a little bit. But it's fun because you control it. But when I had it and I was flying it around, because like I would try to fly it and land it on the table. And these are those little cheap ones. I don't know, maybe they make better ones now, because this was like a long time ago, like 10 years ago or something. No. It was when I first got these birds. Which was two or 3 years ago. But I was flying the helicopter around, and it was before my birds could fly. They were, because it was right after I got them, and they would hang out in the cage open for like 2 weeks or something, and they wouldn't go out and fly. And then these two new ones I got like a couple months ago, or a month ago or whatever, one of them straight up escaped. Like the first day he was in the cage, he poked out through the water and the cage, and I didn't even know he could do that. Tiny little hole, and was flying around. So, but then this morning, for the first time, I got up and went to the bathroom, and I looked up, or maybe I heard him flap his wings, and I looked up, and the blue one, the new blue one, was in my bathroom. Yeah, there they all are, four together. On the bathroom rod, shower rod, just looking at me. I was like, oh, what the fuck? And I didn't know even how so I made sure to leave the door open so he could get out. But yeah, they're getting like exploring. Like one of them was in my kitchen sink. In the morning I got up, no, at night I walked in and he flew past to my head. So, and the ferrets are always jumping on top of me. And and my lizard is out hanging out. So it's cool. I'm like hanging out in the wildlife. I got a couple of doves a couple weeks ago, but my mom made me take them back. I think I'm glad. I had this idea that I could train them to fly like how these birds fly. I could have them fly all over my apartment, like the living room, back and forth all day long. And they were big. And then they could be like my friends. But yeah, my mom talked me out of it, said it would be too much work. The way I was going to make it work was like, I have two air filters, because doves, when they fly, or pigeons when they fly, they poop all the time, so you're going to have to be constantly cleaning up, but and they eat a lot, and they're messy when they eat. But they also like shed feathers every time they fly, and sometimes big feathers. And so I'd have to have my air filter on all the time. That's an ambitious thing, but that would be serious, living in the wildlife. Before I had a tegu and a tortoise walking around. And so I want to get my Savannah monitor to do it when it gets bigger. But anyway, so I went to her house and came back and smoked weed. And it was like these two nugs like this big. They're fluffy, homegrown, but I may have like pulled them too early. But then I went back to the gym, and I'm like super lazy. So that I managed to go back to the gym at all is impressive. But I went back there and I worked. I don't know how many like pounds it was. I'll have to do the math. And I didn't upload my vlog since the time I lifted before that. So hopefully I'll be able to keep track, and I'm going to try to upload it now. But I'm going to make a coffee. So, yeah, and I've been too lazy to stretch the last few days. Because I was just, I guess just sitting around smoking a weed. Maybe because it's, my excuse was because it's the last of the weed. I don't know. And I think I had a little bit of COVID part 2. I got feverish a couple days ago because I ate a bag of candy, these spree candies. And I actually got sick that night, like I had COVID or a fever, so. So I guess that's why I'm talking a lot, because I didn't do a video the last couple days. I just finished the book, found how I found Livingston. That sound is the bird eating my plane. It's doing it right now. The guy who trekked across Africa in 1871 to 72 and found Livingston. They made a movie about it that I saw in the 80s, but he had to bring like 130 slaves or something with him, or people with him, to carry 70 pounds each of cloth on their back, because that's what he used for money. And he had, he had to like buy his way in, and there was like this big tax of that they all the different like tribes and kingdoms gave him as he went across, a really heavy tax, because and like double charging him and all that, because and that's how Livingston, I guess, and one of his assistants sold all of his. That's how he ran out of money. But there's a big tax because in the beginning, when the Arabs were the first to get there, they had a big presence there in the 1860s, and when they first started traveling, they could go through with just one gun, travel all the way through Africa, and I guess they weren't getting harassed or taxed. But then they started doing the slave trade and making money on it, and so they started getting taxed to bring the slaves across. And then when the white guys came with all their big caravan, they were kind of taxed in the same way, but they liked the white guys way more than the Arabs, because they had better technology and were like more organized. But and then he said when he met Livingstone, like he was hanging out he had a house all to himself, and a cook, like 5 servants, and I guess he went off on a trek. He was looking for the beginning of the Nile, and his assistant like sold all of his cloth while he was gone, instead of saving it. But he still had like a little bit of money, or I don't know, maybe they were going to send it to him. I don't know how they were going to. He was planning on replenishing, but he was sitting there, got kind of like starving to death because he got sick, but he had a nice house to himself. But they went travel for 4 months when they found each other. And I think they did find the Nile. They realized, like from the help of the natives telling them, that they mapped the area out and found the beginning of the Nile. But I want to watch that movie again. I should have bought that movie. I have all these history movies. That needed to be one of them. But he said when he met Livingstone, he was 60 years old, and he was like this renowned world traveler, like geographer of Africa, and he said he was impressive because his memory was perfect, like for his whole life. Like he knew what he did, what day of what year, and where he went, and like he could remember the details of everything and who he met and all that. And they did do a lot of interesting stuff that you remember. Like they took a canoe, like a big dugout canoe, up like a huge lake. Maybe it was Lake Victoria, I don't know. Because they were rowing, like, I think they had like half dozen guys with them or something, but they'd row like 12 hours a day and stuff. I think he said they rowed 18 hours one day or something. But and then they'd have to like hide because the natives were always trying to rob them. But yeah, they were badasses. But he said that he thought that Livingstone had such a good memory because he was in charge of his life, and since the beginning, I guess he was like an explorer and self-educated. And when you control your own life, you remember like everything because you're fully mentally involved in it. And I wanted to say where he said that, but my hands were full, so I don't know. Maybe now I guess I would have to go and see if Google it and see if they mention it anywhere. And if that doesn't work, I'd have to go to find an online transcript of it and then do a word search for it, which could be complicated if it's not all in one page, but there's a lot of them that are, there's a lot, and there's usually a version of it that's all in one page. You can do that, but that's a cool quote because that's part of something that I want to put on my website. It's one of the main ideas that I have about education, like why people need to direct themselves, because they'll remember better. Yeah, and do more things. But anyway, so when I go into the gym, I have a routine of hanging out in the sauna for 10 minutes, and I feel like I get a really good sweat. Yeah, so I don't know. I want to actually get on ChatGPT right now. I think I'm just going to hang out here. When I hang out here, though, like on the computer, like on the couch, watching TV and stuff, like my legs hurt, and I can stretch my leg on the table, but I'm like, oh my god, I feel so bad. And then walking around, I think I was able to run 2 miles day before yesterday, because I think I went to the gym for the last 2 days, and then I didn't for 2 days before that because I was lazy. But it was part of lingering from when I got sick again. But yeah, I ran a mile. One thing that I try to do is I run a mile, and then like at a time. So I'll like run a mile and then work out, go to the sauna, come back, run a mile, work out, and like on level 5. So a mile in like 12 minutes, 12 and a half minutes. And yeah, and like the second time I ran the mile, I felt even better than the first time. So I was like, oh, cool, man, I'm getting into it. But then yesterday I tried to do it, and I like couldn't run at all because my knee, I think it was my knee, hurt too much. I tore my meniscus a few months ago when I sat down on the ground trying to help my mom, and yeah, like really bad. Like I could feel all of them tear, and it still hasn't gotten better. And that was, I tore it because I wasn't out of shape. So it's like age related. It's so yeah, it's kind of frustrating, but it was after I lifted weights with the legs. I did like 3 sets of 10 hack squat with just one plate, but I went down kind of deep. And then I think it was 3 sets of 10 with leg extension and curl, but that was only 100 pounds. But I think I did 230 pounds, 3 sets of 10 with leg pressing, Hammersmith machine leg pressing, and calf at 240 pounds. So yeah, then I tried, yeah, by the time, and then 235 pounds hip adductor and abductor. So by the time I went to, that's kind of like my routine. By the time I went to try to run, my knee was too blown, and like, yeah, I couldn't run at all. I don't, and you know, in combination with my muscles being all tight, but yeah, my knee got blown, and so I think the idea is to work out like as much as I can that my knee will allow it. So like work out and then try to make it so that by the end of the workout my knee is like in so much pain that I can't run. and like actually test it, you know, like get on the treadmill and try to run. And my knees are like, oh fuck. Yeah, so I'm going to. I watched Renaissance Periodization yesterday, Mike Israetel, and he said with hack squat you should do 10 to 20 reps. And yeah, I saw Lexa Stahl do 16 reps, 4 plates each side, going down all like parallel. So I should be able to try to do 16 reps or 20 reps of 1 plate for now. Because I was doing 3 sets of 10 with 1 plate, and yeah, I don't think people use that machine a lot, too. Saw a dude do 3 plates on each side, but I didn't watch him actually do it. I just saw him load it, and then another girl with 2 plates loaded, but I can do 3 sets of 10 with 2 plates. I did it before. I was doing 3 plates like before when I was lifting, but I want to do more. But I think I want to do like 20 reps, 3 sets of 10, like today when I go in. 3 sets of 10 hack squatting, 1 plate. 20 reps. Yeah, that's what I want to try. And then maybe come back and do it again. 20 more reps, 3 sets of 10. And then see, yeah. And try to go down, you know, I try to go down like at least to parallel. I go down pretty well. Oh yeah, Mike Rizzuto was saying try to go all the way to the bottom. So I could try to do 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 20, all the way down with just the sled, just to see how, and just doing it with lots of different foot positions, because there's like a whole bunch that I could do, and yeah, and then after that, go up, and yeah, just keep an eye on it, you know, and make sure I can use it, and somebody's not using it. But then there's this other one. And I didn't even know what it was, because people, I see people not use it a lot, which is good, because, you know, I like using machines that aren't used by people, because then, like, if I make those my machines, my go-to machines, then, like, I can just stay busy all the time, never have to wait in line ever at that gym. It's not, like, crowded, where I can always do something. But if, like, some of my go-to machines are the best ones, like the hack squat, like, that's like, oh my god. Like, I want to spend as much time in that gym as I can. Before, I was thinking I wanted to be like endurance, just ride all the time. But I'm so old and out of shape. I think now I want to, for like a year maybe even, I just want to lift weights. I want to go in the gym and lift weights and stretch, you know, and that'll gobble up all my time. And if I have extra time, yeah, do the cardio stuff. But yeah, which I will have the time. But start off with just mainly lifting weights, and yeah, and like for a long time every day. But yeah, but there's this machine. It wasn't labeled. So I took a photo of it and uploaded it to ChatGPT when I came home, and it said it was a pendulum squat. And I was Google Earthing or YouTubing people doing it, and I didn't see anybody with the one that I have, and the one that they have is like awesome. It's like curved, so you can do all the different foot positions, and they're all good. And I was like, I went on there just to experiment with it, because I haven't even really looked at it. And I got on it, and I wasn't even counting. I think I did like 20 reps of just the bar, which was heavy. Like, just squatting the bar is actually good squatting. Like, for a lot of people, like for me, that was all I wanted. I needed for 20 reps. See, 2 birds just did a flyby over my head together in formation. So cool. Yeah, so I want to get on that thing, and I was like afraid to put one plate on it. I was like, because this is at the very end of my second workout. I just wanted to come home. I think I was high, you know. But I was afraid to put a plate on it on each side and squat. I was like, no. Yeah, and that's when I tried to run and I couldn't run. But I don't know how much. And I got on straight to when I went in there this first time, I think. Yeah. I went straight for isolateral bench press with a 35-pound plate on each side. And I managed to do 10 reps. But for my second and third rep sets, I couldn't do 10 reps. I had to do like 2 sets of 5 reps. And then when I went to do it again, like overhead press, I did 35 pounds. Then when it was total overhead press, it was 25 pounds each side, and that was enough. So I'm like, yeah, I'm like not that strong. I need to look. I need to get on YouTube and watch and look at how much other people do. I had a video on YouTube where I did 385 pounds or something. I can't remember. Oh man, I can't remember. I need to look at it again. I should look at it again. I think it was 3 plates each side, plus a couple other things, or maybe it was 2 plates plus a bunch of things. Yeah, I think it was 3 plates, but each side. But I heard an interview with Vladislava Gallagher, and she said she did 6 reps with 2 plates each side. So, I don't think I could do that one time. I'm like way weaker than I was. Because then I'm thinking of myself when I was in the gym, like, because like, why am I so weak? Yeah, it's like, well, thinking back in time, because, yeah, I need to look at how much that was. But, you know, I benched like 225 8.5 times. But I was riding my bike around Chile, so that was exercise. Because, like, not only was I a lot younger, but I was also more consistent with exercise. And then I went into a lull where I didn't do anything. And then those years add up where you don't do anything, you know, and then that's what makes you weak. Because then I was window washing, which is exercise. And then, but I wasn't, like, lifting weights and stuff apart from that very much at all. Like, I was doing a slight bit when in Chile. At home with dumbbells, but then I was lifting dumbbells like seriously, like a lot in the house when I was in Texas, and then went to the gym and did it more at the gym, and yeah, that's when I got that strong. And from the lifting weights, from the time when I first started lifting weights in the room, and when I could bench 225 was maybe like 8 months or something. I don't know, but I was steadily gaining weight. So yeah, I just managed to get myself really weak from not moving. But I have some YouTube videos. I need to watch them. I should watch them. Talk about them. There's one where Lexa Stahl does 3 plates each side for 4 reps. Yeah. And then, oh man, I can't remember that other woman's name or how much it was. That's all I can remember. Yeah. Oh man, I can't remember any examples. Jesus. And I think I have a collection of them. But yeah, I think like dudes can do, I think it's a little bit easier to do it there than on actual bench press. So if I can barely do, if I can barely do 135 pounds, like a plate each side, 45 each side for 10, then I can't do it on bench press. The most I was ever able to do was 29. bench pressing 135, and to think back on that now, it's like, oh my god, I haven't even tried to bench 135 pounds. I should try it today. I should try. Just go in there and see if I could. Yeah, because the bars together is 14 pounds. It's 7 pounds each, and the bar on the bench is 45, so that's 14, 25, 35, 45. Oh, that's 30 pounds less. That's why. It's less weight. But that's why I was like so much. You can also do more with the Smith machine bench press than you can with the regular. I think I did 270 on that once at the end of a chest workout. But like, yeah, any reasonably strong person should be able to chest press like 130, like a plate each side for 3 sets of 10, and where every set is like without taking break. I think, yeah, most like fitness girls could do that. And most like gym bros that you see in there could do that. Like I saw this dude doing like incline bench pressing 185 pounds, like 4 times right in front of me. You know, which is like way more than I can. And he wasn't that much like more muscular than me. And yeah, I should watch people lift in there to get inspired. But like once I get tired and I wear myself out, I get weak. You know, and it's kind of like how when I get weak when I'm on stretch, I can't get, you know, I'm just generally weak, but I get weaker, and yeah, and then a lot of the times I'm like as strong as like random people. I don't know who was on there last, but well, half the time it's way too much weight. It's like overhead pressing on the machine. Somebody put 130 pounds on. What the fuck? But no, but a lot of the times the weight that's on there is fine for me. For 3 sets of 10, I can like 135 pounds with pull down. I'm like, okay, there I go. It's good to because I'm all, yeah. Like yesterday, I did pec fly and rear deltoid at 85 pounds. Yeah, if I go in there today, because my pecs are sore, it might be like that. If I go in there and that's the first thing I do the 100 pounds, but if I do other things first, yeah, I could go in there and do 85. Yeah, so, and I think I might be like tired from yesterday, so which means I'm weaker, so I do the lower weight, yeah. So I'm just like weak, you know, like, actually, I think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna get on the phone, because I think my computer or my TV's connected to it. God, I just forgot. Yeah, all the different videos I have of the different machines. I'm gonna check them out now. Yeah, I'm still like getting accustomed to the machines and the different workouts and the weights that I use on the different machines. It's fun to hang out there all the time. I should measure my arms also. Yeah, I think I bought a measure, but I can't find it. But I'm gonna do it with a tape measure, and maybe other things too. But today is the last day that I'll be high. I have $10 in my wallet that my mom gave me because she owed me money, because like I can't even remember what the hell the deal was. I think, oh yeah, I bought her when she was sick. I was buying her food, and she paid me in like $10. And I usually don't buy stuff with cash, and so it's just kind of like sitting there doing nothing, you know. And then I realized there's no reason to have cash just in case, because I wouldn't spend it on anything. So I might, like, if I sober up in a couple of hours or whatever. It's cold, man. I have a blanket on, and it's okay. I don't know. Maybe that'll give me incentive to go to the gym, because I can't hang out. But I was thinking maybe it'll give me an excuse to hang out under the blanket and go to the store and get $10 of weed. Because I'm like lucky. Literally right across the street is where a bunch of stuff where I would need. Like, my bank is literally across the street. Like, it's maybe, like, I can see it from here. It's like there's one building that's between me and the road. And then on the other side of the road is the bank. Like, there's the parking lot and then the bank. So I'm like next to the bank. There's one building in between. And then the bank is attached to a building that has, there's this animal hospital. And then next to that is a gym. So I'm starting to get in the habit of driving, because I was walking to the gym. But now that it's like cold, it snowed yesterday and it was really slushy. And when it's cold, just getting in the habit of driving to the gym, because I park inside underground, and so I can just like walk down the stairs and without going outside, get in my car and then drive. And I figured out the route. I just drive down the parking lot, and there's this parking spot that's all the way close to the building that is like divided by the other part of the parking spot, because they're doing construction. There's a big fence up. I think they're doing plumbing. And but I think even if that wasn't there, that would be like a spot would be on the road that would be available all the time. And I just scooch as close to the building as I can, and I can get there like directly with my car. Like, I just drive up, I drive down the road, go around. So it's really similar. It's like driving just down a driveway. It's like I go up, I drive down this road, cross the road, drive up and then down. Yeah, it's like quarter mile, less than that. No, 200-meter driveway or something. So and then that's just a couple of steps, like 30 feet or something from the doorway of the gym. So it's so convenient. I usually get in the habit of, and take advantage of it while it's still, because it's a big gym, but while it's still in a condition where I don't have to wait at all for anything. Because they're building all these like apartment buildings right in front of it, and I don't know how they're going to fill them up. It's like a whole new damn neighborhood. I mean, I need to count how many buildings there are, but it's a bunch, dude. It's like half dozen of big ones. As big as my building. It's like a whole neighborhood. And once those fill up with a bunch of people, dude, they literally live right next to the gym. They're closer than I am. That gym is going to get crowded. But, I don't think it'll ever get so crowded that it won't make sense to go there, And you can just find your schedule to go, and then I guess you just turn into a people watcher. I go in there with my contacts on. In fact, I think I'm going to go in there with my contacts on this time, because I don't bring my glasses, and to drive a car or whatever, I have glasses. My sight's not that good, especially because I've been on the computer. It's been getting worse. Like, my prescription, or the newer glasses I have, like, are fuzzy when I watch the TV. Like, I need a new prescription. This prescription is like 8 years old or something. I don't know. Yeah. So, see, look, this is what I provide my birds. This is why my birds have a good life, because this is the whole flat area. It's that. 6 inches platform. And so, that's the bird eating the plane. So the birds can like walk up and down the platform. Like how birds like to walk around on the floor and on the ground.
But these little guys, you know, they can't do it. I guess they would do it when they're in flocks, but they'd hang out in trees. So that's kind of like them walking up and down branches in trees. And so it gives them a whole world to explore and live up there. I think it's something that everybody who has, you know, parakeets, little free-flying parakeets needs to have. I haven't seen those on houses. Like where your whole house is just filled with those to perch on. I saw this video. Like I see this little short on, I think I see them on Facebook, of this curlicue thing. It's like a pole with these steps built around it, really steep, and the cat goes up to the second level and then goes in his kitty corner. Yeah, across like just in the whole, like in somebody's window. And I've seen some other like cat places where they can run around on the side, and those are so fun. Like if I had a big house, I would build one of those. I'm glad, because I had to spend too much time building it, but to have this play, that for my hamster, my ferrets, and my birds is really cool. And then I'm gonna have it for my bearded dragon. He's gonna walk all the way down from above my refrigerator to down here and hang out with the ferrets and the birds. So I don't know when though. That's like later. I'm suffering from extreme lack of motivation now. Just hanging out. Yeah, in fact, when I was talking just then, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should fucking go and blow that $10 on weed. No, that'd be stupid. Because what I should have done, I had to stuff a bunch of weed into this jar for it to fit. What I should have done, because my mom wouldn't have known. I should have just stuffed the jar, placed the jar until it was full, and then just grabbed the rest of the weed and for me to smoke it yesterday, and then I would have a bunch of weed to smoke today. And be like, look, here's a full jar, but no. Think I'm going to, I'm going to have breakfast. Oh man, I forgot to, oh no, that's why. I have oatmeal from yesterday. So I'm going to have my oatmeal. My mom gave me a bunch of dried cranberries. I bought bananas, so I'm going to have a banana, oatmeal, bowl of oatmeal, dried cranberries, protein drink, and that should be enough for my little belly to take. And then I will boogie woogie over to, oh shit, oh fuck, no, I have to track down my earphones. I lost the case that have my double earphones, and then I have the one earphone, and I lost that, and I only have the case, so I have to find it and then charge it. Otherwise, I can't listen to anything. And when I was in the gym yesterday working out, I was listening to Finding Livingstone. And that's like what my habit usually is. Yeah, it's even when I'm high. Just look at that last plant. He's listening to the book more than instead of listening to music. So it's now I'm doing the perfect living the life. If I'm exercising all day every day, instead of and listening to like a different audiobook every day, that's living your best life. You know, that's better than training all day long and listening to music. You know, that's better than training all day long and hanging out with your buddy. That's better than listening to audiobook all day long, or training all day long and listening to news, or you don't need that much news, and just do this, like, pay attention to the stuff that yeah, and yeah, you can do like educational YouTube stuff too, but yeah, that's because that's not a thing, you know, that's not a cultural thing, and I think it will be soon. You know, like it's become a cultural thing where people train all the time, which is awesome. But it hasn't become yet where everybody's talking about, hey, I look at what me training, listen to this book. Me training, oh, now it's this book, you know. That's what I want to do. So, but I don't know, I might go and get to. Why the fuck would I do that though? When I could have just grabbed my own weed. I guess because I wanted my mom. I didn't want my mom to be like, what happened to the weed? I wanted my mom to have a lot of weed to work with to build butter for the cookies that I don't think she even eats. She gives them to me, so. Huh. So I grew weed. No, but I think we're gonna make it together. Oh shit. What time is it? Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Isn't it like Thanksgiving? I was supposed to go to her house at 11 today. Oh my god. It's 9. It's 8:38 in the morning. Oh fuck. Oh man. Oh, you know what? I could steal weed. That's what I'll do. Unless she hid it from me. And then maybe what I'll do is I'll go and buy weed on the way home. Stop by the store. Because for $10 I can get, for $8 they have like the top shelf. And that would be enough for me to get baked for the rest of the day. But then I don't know if I go to the gym. And then that would be it for the weed. Man. Luckily my lungs have been treating me right. Maybe because smoking the weed is better for your lungs when it's homegrown. But I've been coughing and yeah, so I need to quit. But I don't know if I'll go to the gym before I go to her house. Oh, but I don't have anything to do. I don't have any weed to smoke. But yeah, I have to have breakfast. But I guess I was going to go to her house for food. I'm going to call her. In which case, I would have maybe a protein drink right now. A protein drink. And a banana. Yeah. And I do have cereal too that I could have. Oh yeah, I could have a bowl of cereal. I think I'm going to get in the habit of having cereal with milk and going to the store with my mom, the Sprouts. They have a lot of good food there. So, yep, anyway, so that's what I'm up to. I'm having a staycation. I'm being like lazy, having vacation at home. But once this weed runs out, you know, like from what I just smoked, and I'm already starting to sober up. If I don't, the problem is having that cash, I might just be like, oh fuck, yeah, maybe I should just go buy weed. I don't know. But no, once I'm done with this weed, you know, I'm pretty much done smoking weed. Because she's gonna make that weed into, like I think today, like we're gonna make that into butter, so there won't be any more weed for me to steal. Yeah, once I sober up, you know, I'll be training all the time, you know, like I'm not the kind of person, because I can't work on my website. I actually have no desire to work on my website, because when I try to start this, because when I work on it, it has to be Cyrus, Education of Cyrus menu, and when I build a menu, the table, the 8 down row table, and then I paste it on there, it'll be like a half hour of waiting.
And it's like, well, what would I be doing while I'm doing that, you know? Like, I'd have to be organized. So I'll try to remember to do it, like in the morning maybe, but won't be tempted. And then I have to do that 8 times, then it'll probably get stuck and not work anyway. So yeah, I kind of have no desire to do that. It kind of only makes, and then it'll happen again. I'll have a problem with that again where it won't work. So it's better to just do that. You know, like once I get a new computer, and part of my is like, oh, keep doing it, but it's like, you know, like, oh, you know, they'll do it, and instead they'll get ahead and catch up, and it's like, no, dude. There's no catching up. Nobody's gonna catch up. I think we're in intellectually, we're in kind of I mean, there's a lot of new stuff going on, but it's only kind of like along the same lines. And yeah, people will do cool stuff with AI, but all the stuff that I built on my website, I don't think anybody's going to build anything that will make me obsolete. Like, do some, you know, Google Earth tour of a rebuilt Hadrian's Wall or something, or anything that I built, and including my books, like putting the Education of Cyrus the way that I did on my website. Like, no, that'll never happen. So why is there any rush? There's no rush on anything, and to not have anything to do with on the website is also pretty cool, because I needed all the motivation and time organization I can get. I'm kind of like brain dead, so I'm physically fucked. So yeah, I'm just gonna if my computer doesn't want to work, then I'm not supposed to work on it, you know. So how did I get on that tangent? I've been talking forever. Yeah, I mean, I should try to maybe today I'll do it. Upload all the videos that I have, you know, backlogged from my vlog and that. And then I did a video talking about the electoral college. So I want to do more talking videos, like on books that I listen to and stuff for my main channel. You know, like there's so much stuff I can do that's not working on the website. I could do videos, you know, from the screen capture of Google Earth stuff. That doesn't have to use Dreamweaver, and that's website stuff. So yeah. So anyways, that's enough talking. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna have a coffee. I'm just gonna chill because I'm still high, and I feel like this is the last time high. So why would I go and go to the gym? It's fun to work out in the gym, but I can work out just as easily and actually better sober because I have more like blood sugar. So yeah, I'm just gonna chill, have a coffee, an Insta coffee, and breakfast, and like watch something. And I have to find another book. I haven't chosen another book since I found Stanley. But yeah, my shoulder's like sore. I am so rickety, dude, and weak. Like, I guess it's aging too. And I didn't know it was all the years of not doing anything. Like I was telling my mom yesterday, like there's so many times, you know, I'm just sitting straight for the last 10 years. And even before that, when I was living in the van, I was just sitting straight doing nothing. And a lot of time, even when I was in Texas, I was lifting weights, but only for a little bit in the beginning, and then I stopped. I was just sitting around. And yeah, it's just so much sitting around, especially lately, doing nothing, that my body just got to a point where I'm weak. Like I can't push press a plate each side. 3 sets of 10. Like most of the fitness girls you see could, like the dudes could do, like muscle dudes could do 3 sets of 10 with 3 plates probably, but most of the muscle girls you see, social media chicks on there, could probably do 3 sets of 10 with 2 plates. The bigger ones, and then but the littler ones that you see could probably definitely do it with 3 sets of 10 with 1 plate. So I'm gonna go and watch. But in the leg stuff, I'm like useless. I'm way weaker. So and even deadlifting, like, oh my god. So I wish more people did dumbbell stuff, But yeah, I'm gonna go watch some stuff now of that. That's what I'm gonna watch is that breakfast. Okay, talk to you tomorrow.